Hey, this is Coach Steve. So I'm going to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder against the San Antonio Spurs. I didn't watch the game, so I'm just going to look at the stat sheet and try to understand what happened in that game. So, first quarter, OKC won. Second quarter, San Antonio won by almost 10, 11. Third quarter was tied, and then last quarter, OKC. So if I just look at this really quickly, I'm gonna say OKC maybe have better legs. It's maybe the youth because the first and the last quarter you need a lot of energy to dominate those because when you start the game, everybody wants to play hard, so you gotta have good conditioning and etc. etc. And same thing for the last one. So whoever wins first and last usually win the game. So that's probably what happened without seeing the game. Okay. Now, I'm gonna scroll down and I like to look at the stat sheet. So the first thing I look at is turnovers. Okay, so I'm gonna go over there. Ibaka 3, he played 29 minutes. That's kind of a lot, but it's okay. Durant, 5 turnovers. He played the whole game. He probably had the ball a lot, so that's a lot of turnovers, but you're gonna have those. To cut this down a little bit. Adams, no turnovers, is a big man, so that's cool. Westbrook 8, that's definitely too many, but same thing that Durant, he played probably the whole game, just about 39 minutes. He has the ball the whole time, so it's more vulnerable to turnovers. But as a point guard, I think he needs to cut that down to 3. And I think OKC is probably, if Westbrook plays with less than 3 turnovers, they are going to be the best team probably in the NBA because they're very talented. So really, that's one of the key things here. So 8 turnovers, too many. If you look at the plus minus, which we'll take a look at it later, despite a great game, so we went 3 for 7, 12 for 27. It's okay. They got a lot of rebounds. He almost got a triple-double, but he still got -4. So that tells you he has too many, makes a lot of silly mistakes. If he doesn't, so okay. So look at turnovers, a lot of turnovers. So overall, what is it? They don't have totals there. So yeah, turnovers 20 for Oklahoma City, how many for the Spurs? 7. So the Spurs look like they're playing better basketball. If we look at the shooting, what's that percentage? The overall percentage, so that's the 3-point percentage. What's this other one over there? Overall, free throw. So 43%, 39. So Oklahoma City plays better percentage, so maybe they shot the ball well, maybe they had a lot of transition basket, which maybe not because okay, so I would say maybe the Spurs weren't shooting well because they didn't turn the ball over that much, which means that they probably couldn't connect their shots, which led to transition basketball. So that's one of my ideas. The other idea would be Oklahoma City played really, really, really well offensively and scored all the time. Maybe, not sure. Okay. Now, 39 is bad. Okay, you want to shoot 40% or more, and you want to keep your opponent under 40%. So if you look at percentages, Oklahoma City scored 43%, almost 44, and the Spurs 40%. So that's probably why they lost here. So that's what the 3-point percentage right there. So 3-point, 35%. So yeah, so that cuts down that kills my assumption that the Thunder probably shot the ball well. So they didn't, and the Spurs shot the 3 well. So I would guess inside they didn't pound the ball inside. That's probably what happened. Where is Aldridge? 6 for 21. Okay, so I understand what happened. Aldridge was kind of off. David West was off. So the big men were off. Huh? Yeah, that's probably what happened. That's why they got a low percentage. because when you shoot close to the basket, you get a higher percentage. So they probably got killed inside. What about their big man? Wade Adams, 5 for 8. That's pretty good. Okay, 5 for 8 and got some rebounds. Okay, so that's what happened to me when I look at the stat sheet like that. I'm thinking the Spurs got beat inside, and that makes sense. Where's Duncan? 1 for 6. Okay, so just looking at the stat sheets quickly. Okay, I may be wrong. Okay, but that's what I'm thinking now. I'm gonna look at the plus minus. So let's look at the plus minus. Ibaka -3, so didn't have a good game. Kevin Durant +7. That's pretty good. Adams +11, so that's that confirms what I was thinking. Okay, inside, the inside game was big for the Thunder. Westbrook, see, despite his crazy scoring production, rebound production, he still got -4, which is what I'm trying to tell everyone who believes that I'm hating on Westbrook. He makes too many mistakes. If he were to play with his head a little bit more and cut down the turnovers and silly shots and stuff like that, he would be, in my opinion, it's going to be hard to say, but he's going to be maybe the best point guard in the NBA because he can score, he can play in the transition, he can rebound, he can do a lot. Okay, he can do more than other point guards, but he turns the ball over too much, makes so many mistakes that look, -4. So basically, it was a liability more than an asset. But down the stretch, Tony Parker missed a play, and he made a big play at the end. So, that was good. That was great for his team. Robertson, -12. Damn, who's this guy? He sucks. Shooting guard. He didn't do anything. Who is this guy? He had a bad game. What about the bench? The bench overall, if you go, oh wow, Waiters had a great game. What is this? 26 minutes, 3 for 5. He made his free throws. He rebounded, gave a couple assists, 1 turnover, 3 provoked fouls. So that's pretty good. Waiters was big, and Adams was big. Okay, the X factors. What about the Spurs? So the Spurs, everyone is positive in the starting 5, so that's good. Okay, so that's the bench. Okay, because if you look at the Thunder, you have a bunch of guys who are in minuses and the starters, and then you have Waiters that had a good game. This guy here, Cantor, same thing inside. Okay, so that was the post game. The post game gave the Spurs trouble. And look at this. Okay, so the Spurs, everyone is positive in the starting 5. If I look at the bench, oh my God, West -9, Anderson -12, Boris Diaw -4, Patty Mills -12. So the whole bench is negative. So to me, if I look at the stat sheet, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. Number one, the Spurs got killed inside, obviously by Adams and Cantor. And then that's the first thing. And the second thing would be that the bench, the Thunder bench killed the Spurs bench. That's what happened. I didn't see the game, but I'm very sure that is what happened. So anybody who watched the game, please tell me what happened. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but tell me if I'm wrong in my post-game analysis.